In this video, we will explore easy-to-remember mnemonics, important examples, and clear diagrams to make the classification of animals simple and interesting. We'll start with the basics of how animals are grouped, the key features that define them, and the fundamental differences in their body structure. By the end, you will have a strong visual and conceptual foundation of the basic body plan, making the upcoming phyla and classes much easier to learn and recall. Let's begin our journey into the fascinating world of animals. Now let's dive into the animal kingdom with easy mnemonics to remember everything from non-chordates to chordates. Let's start with non-chordate phyla. Just remember. Porcupines can cut paper and make excellent art every hour. That stands for Porifera, Coelenthrida, or Cnidaria, Ctenophora, Platyhelminths, Aspirants also called Nematoda, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, and Hemichordata. Now for their coelom types, Acolplati, Pseudoasha, true others, which means platyhelminths are acoelomates, aspirants are pseudocoelomates, and the rest are true coelomates. Now let's jump to chordates. To remember the major vertebrate classes from fishes to mammals, use Prince Always Aims Really Awesome Memos, Pisces, Amphibia, Reptilia, Aves, and Mammalia. Let's move to the subphyla of chordata. Remember, you can have very big knowledge, Urochordata, Cephalochordata, Hemichordata, and Vertebrata, with Vertebrata being the only one with a brain case and kidneys. Let's explore the fascinating diversity of non-chordates with quick examples for each phylum. Starting with Porifera, we have Cycon, also known as Cypha, Spongilla the freshwater sponge, and Euspongia the bath sponge. Next, in Coelenthrida or Cnidaria, notable examples include Phasalia, also called the Portuguese man of war, Pinatula the sea pen, Hydra, Gorgonia or sea fan, Aurelia the jellyfish, Adamsia the sea anemone, and Meandrina known as brain coral. In Ctenophora, key examples are Pleurobrachia and Tenoplana. Moving on to platyhelminths, we have Planaria, Taenia the tapeworm, and Phaseola the liver fluke. In aspirants or nematoda, examples include Ascaris the roundworm, Wuchereria the filarial worm, and Ancylostoma the hookworm. For Annelida, examples are earthworm or Pheretoma, Hirudinaria the blood-sucking leech, and Nereus. Now in Arthropoda, the largest animal phylum, we see Apis the honeybee, Bombyx the silkworm, Laxifer the lac insect, mosquito genera including Anopheles, Culex, and Aedes, Locusta the locust, Limulus the living fossil king crab, along with prawn, butterfly, housefly, scorpion, and cockroach. In Mollusca, examples include Phyla the apple snail, Pinctada the pearl oyster, Sepia the cuttlefish, Loligo the squid, octopus or devilfish, Aplysia the sea hare, Dentalium the tusk shell, Chaetopleura the chiton, and Unio the freshwater mussel. For Echinodermata, we have starfish or asterias, Echinus the sea urchin, Antedon the sea lily, Cucumaria the sea cucumber, and Ophiura the brittle star. Finally, in Hemichordata, examples include Balanoglossus and Saccoglossus. Let's now explore the diverse world of chordates by looking at examples from each class and subphylum. Starting with Urochordata, we have Ascidia, Salpa, and Doliolum. In Cephalochordata, the key example is Branchiostoma, also known as Amphioxus or lancelet. Moving into true vertebrates with Cyclostomata, examples include Petromyzon the lamprey and Myxine the hagfish. In the class Chondrichthyes, which are cartilaginous fishes, we have shark, Trigon the stingray, Scoliodon or dogfish, Pristis the sawfish, and Carcharodon the great white shark. Next is Osteichthyes, the bony fishes, with Exocoetus the flying fish, Hippocampus the seahorse, Labio commonly called rohu, Catla or Catla, Clary is known as mager, Betta the fighting fish, and Pterophyllum the angel fish. Now let's move to amphibia, including frog or rana, toad or bufo, Salamandra the salamander, Hyla the tree frog, and Ichthyophis a limbless amphibian. In the class Reptilia, we have Crocodilus the crocodile, Chelone the turtle, Testudo the tortoise, Chameleon the tree lizard, Calos the garden lizard, alligator, Hemidactylus the wall lizard, and snakes including Naja the cobra, Bangerus the kite, and Vipera the viper. Now for aves, or birds, we see Corvus the crow, Columba the pigeon, Psittacula the parrot, Struthio the ostrich, Pavo the peacock, Aptenodytes the penguin, and Neophron the vulture. Finally, in Mammalia, we have Ornithorhynchus the egg-laying platypus, Pteropus the flying fox, Camelus the camel, Macaca the monkey, Ratus the rat, Canis the dog, Felis the cat, Elephas the elephant, Equus the horse, Delphinus the common dolphin, Balanoptera the blue whale, Homo sapiens or humans, Macropus the kangaroo, Panthera tigris the tiger, Panthera leo the lion, and even bat. Let's understand radial symmetry in animals. In radial symmetry, the body can be divided into equal halves through any plane passing through the central axis. Think of a pie, cut it from the center in any direction, and you get similar pieces. This type of symmetry is seen in animals like cnidarians, for example, jellyfish and sea anemones, and ctenophores, also known as comb jellies. It's common in animals that are sessile or free-floating, where symmetry helps them interact with the environment from all sides equally. Remember, radial symmetry is a feature of simpler, primitive animals. Now, let's understand bilateral symmetry. In bilateral symmetry, the body can be divided into two equal right and left halves by only one plane, the sagittal plane. This is like a mirror image on both sides of the body. Most higher animals, including annelids like earthworms and arthropods like insects and spiders, show bilateral symmetry. It allows streamlined movement and development of a head region, called cephalization, which helps in better control and coordination. Bilateral symmetry is an advanced feature seen in active, mobile organisms. Animals can be classified based on the number of germ layers present in their embryonic development. Diploblastic animals have two germ layers, the outer ectoderm and the inner endoderm, with a non-cellular layer called mesoglia in between. This type of body plan is seen in phylum Cnidaria. In contrast, triploblastic animals have three germ layers, ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. The mesoderm gives rise to tissues like muscles, gonads, and excretory organs. Triploblastic organization is found from platyhelminths to chordates. This advancement allows for better tissue specialization and organ development. Now, let's learn about the types of body cavities: coelomate, pseudocoelomate, and acoelomate. Encoelomates or eucoelomates have a true coelom that is completely lined by mesoderm on all sides. This allows for greater complexity and organ development. Examples include Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, and all chordates. Next, a pseudocoelomate has a body cavity but it is not fully lined with mesoderm. The mesoderm is present only on the outer side of the cavity. Ascoelmates like roundworms are typical pseudocoelomates. Lastly, acoelomate is an animal that lacks a body cavity, meaning the space between the gut and body wall is completely filled with mesodermal tissue. A common example is platyhelminths or flatworms. Thank you for joining today's session. If this was helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss important NEET content. The detailed notes are in our Linktree for you to download anytime. Join us daily at 7 p.m. for the NEET Biology podcast, where we make concepts simple and easy to remember. You can follow our daily NEET MCQs and PYQs series through the playlist link in the description and in the cards above. If you haven't watched the full Animal Kingdom series yet, the link is in the description. Check it out for complete understanding. Up next, we'll see a detailed diagram from Pura to platyhelminths to help you learn step by step. Keep learning, keep practicing, and remember, every small step today brings you closer to your dream medical seat.